Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another DB2 SQL function, which is day. So day function is mainly used to fetch the day from either from the time, either from the date or from the timestamp. Okay, so whenever there is a requirement where, let's say, if there is any scenario where you want a day to decide your logic for further logic, right? So in that case, what we need, like, we have data as data stored as either timestamp or as a date. So from date or timestamp, when we want to fetch specifically the day, then in that case we can use this function, day function. Okay, so for that, like, in order to explain the same, I have already created one program, so I will walk you through this. So what we are doing here, first of all, we are declaring the SQL state underscore valid constant with 5 times 0, and this constant we are going to use to validate whether the query is executed properly or not. Below to this, I have declared one variable named as result, and this variable I am going to use to check to store my output. Okay, then below to this I'm using the set option in order to set the commit equals to star none, although it is not required because we are going to use this program only for the read purpose. But the moment when you are using it for the write purpose, at that time you need this option should be there. Okay, but in case of only read, you can skip these three lines. Now below to this, we are using the main query, which is exec SQL select day. So here I'm using the day function. Syntax is very simple. You just need to write day and set parenthesis. You can pass that value which consists date. Okay, so from the entire date it will fetch the day only, but make sure that you are passing the argument which contains date only, not other than that. Okay, so here inside this, what we are passing the another function which is current timestamp. So what it will do, it will firstly calculate the current timestamp, then from that current timestamp it will fetch the day, and that day will be stored into the host variable result. So this is our host variable started with colon, so that value will get stored into this. Okay, and from where we are getting this value, from sys ibm.sysdummy1. Okay, so this is the system library. All right, so once we got the value, the query is executed. Then we will check if it is successfully executed or not. If SQL state equals to SQL state underscore valid, then we will print the result. Else we will print the SQL state and the message query ended with an error. So let's say if due to any reason query got failed, in that case we can simply check the SQL state, and then we can check over the internet like what is the reason behind this SQL state, and then we can take a fix. Okay, below to this we are just doing end if inlar equals to star on. So let's go and quickly compile this program. It is compiled. Now I'm calling this. So it is returning output as 4. Why? Because today's date is 4th of September 2023. So that's why it is returning 4. Okay, all right. So now let's see how we can use the same thing over the DB2 SQL query. So here if I run this query, select star from Sharmit1 slash table1. So what it will do, it will show me the data which I have already stored. So here you can see there is one column timestamp. The name of the column is timestamp, where I am storing some data, right? So here you can see there is one the date has been stored as 2023 0901. So from this data, let's say we want to just fetch this part, what is the day. So in that case you can use day function here also. So how? You just need to write select day, then you can pass the argument which holds the value. This time we are not passing the current timestamp function, right? We are passing the column because we have already stored that in one column. So from here we are fetching the day. Along with this, I am also printing the timestamp just to make it clear like what we are fetching from table 1. So if I hit enter, you can see date is showing as 1, timestamp is this. So from this timestamp it fetch this value. Other values are null. Like if there is anything stored, then it will also calculate the value for that particular column. But right now we have stored it as a null, so that's why it is showing hyphen hyphen everywhere. Okay, but for the initial 3 1 it is showing the correct thing, which is 111. Okay, and it is showing day of timestamp. By default it is taking this, but if you would like to store it as some name, so you can use alias as, let's say, day, only day. Okay, so you can see now it is showing as day, and here we are not using fetch first only, that's why it is showing for entire column. So yeah, that's how we can utilize day function. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.